This week, we're going to work a little bit more with controllers and routing, but our focus will be more on routing. And so you are going to read through the chapter in the book, and then at the top of the lecture demo, the two examples that are in the book, you can download those and run those, so you can kind of follow along with what the book is doing. And then in addition, I've kind of summarized the information in here for you. And as I mentioned, a lot of what this chapter covers is the routing aspect. And how do we create custom routes? What kind of changes then do we need to make in the controller for those custom routes? And what do we have to change in startup.cs? So the hands-on exercises involve using a music store app that you're going to have to download. You're going to have to run a build. You're going to have to do an update database. And if you see a little warning from Entity Framework about the price column, you can ignore it. It runs just fine. So don't worry about any kind of little warning. And you'll go ahead and make the routing changes in the controllers and then to the startup file itself. So we'll be adding a couple different routing changes, and then you're going to test them. Then we're going to cover another way to change the route, and it's through using attributes. And so we talk about how to use attributes to control routing, talk a little bit about best practices, and then you're going to be working with it. Okay, and then you'll do some testing on that. Finally, we talk a little bit about areas. We don't really get into working a lot with areas, but this is something that is newer in .NET Core 3. And so there is an area folder in most of your apps, the newer apps. And so you can create subfolders in there. And the subfolders will have controllers, models, and views. So this little video tells you more about that, and this section discusses it. And then we get into hands-on 3, which involves downloading a file and then completing an exercise from the book. Once you are done with that, you're going to upload it and you're going to continue working on your term project. And so for this hands-on, you're going to create a second model, and you are going to create a foreign key relationship that will connect the two models. And if you cannot remember how to do that, go back and review chapter 4 and the lecture demo, that information from chapter 4. And if you get stuck, please let me know, because I certainly will help you with this. But that is pretty much what we are going to be working on this week. So again, if you run into problems, have questions, let me know, and have an awesome week. Oh, one other thing before I forget. We do have an industry night out this week. It's on Thursday, October 14th. It's at the TCAPS Data Center. And because of COVID, you can either attend in person, and if you go in person, you're going to need a mask, or you can attend virtually. And there is more information on this at the following link. There's a flyer that gives you all your details. But this can be used as a networking activity. So if you attend this, then you can come down here and submit it to one of the activity drop boxes. And it is worth 10 points. Okay, so if you haven't completed any of your professional development or networking activities, I encourage you to attend this. The industry night outs that we've had have all been very good, and it gives you an opportunity to see how companies are utilizing IT in their business. Again, if you guys have any questions, let me know, and have an awesome week.